Hey, hi everyone and welcome. I'm Helene here today to share with you some changes and additions I saw at my Michael's the other day and what we very well may see more of in the coming months. This is in Spokane, Washington State, but I live north of there. And coming soon after this video, I'll have a review and demo of the couple few new yarns I picked up. As soon as I got to the yarn and small sewing section, I immediately noticed these new, really nice and inviting overhead signs as the eye-catching face of every aisle in that section. The Knit and Sew Shop. What I found particularly interesting is that it also says Michael's, X, or and Joanne. So that gets me to wonder, as the only big twist yarn display this small rack in the entire store that I could find, why would Michael's go to all this effort to revamp their yarn section, adding the Joanne trademark to their new sign, unless they plan on bringing in more of Joanne's signature yarn? Here in the Northwest, we tend to get our stock last, so maybe you have more. But for now, what we have is value yarn, their basic solids, and then they have this really pretty, the ombre. And that first is called Purple Ombre, and this one over here is called Perplexed. Cute take on the color anyway. Isn't that stunning? I look at that ball band, reminds me of something my young dog Ruby would have gotten a hold of. Love that color. And then as soon as I take a step and turn my head, I spotted this. Is this a new yarn? Yes, Smash Cakes. I wonder what is so smashing about it. Let's check it out. It's 100% acrylic, another 8-ounce, 227-gram cake, 432 yards, and is considered a number 4 weight, recommending 5mm needles and a 5.5mm hook. There are a number of color combinations, and they were scattered 3 different places in the store. Some were a little more quiet, and others really lively, bold, and colorful. And others that were kind of in between and that I thought were really unique in their color combinations, like this one here. But yeah, I don't know. At first touch, I wasn't really sure. I did like the matte finish on those. And although this colorway is softer than the brighter one I just showed, probably due to hardening from those brighter intense colors, but overall I just did not think I would enjoy working with it. Kind of a little spongy, sticky, like putting the brakes on. Of course, fibers vary. They don't all have to be slippery, but if it doesn't move well enough on the hook, that is a source of frustration, hand and joint fatigue for me. Now, I don't know if this Michael's line, their textured twist, is a new yarn or new colors in this line, but it's a lighter weight version of the bulky homespun. And all these beautiful colors to the right. This is Michael's in-house brand, their soft ombre that they came out with in the spring, I think, of this year, 2025. Really beautiful color combinations that have such a gorgeous gradient effect. And different colors within the same strand as it gradiates from dark to light throughout the skein. It's a polyester acrylic blend, mostly polyester, but it feels like butter. It doesn't have a real fuzziness to it. I think it might lend to good stitch definition. Yeah, it's interesting though, because you can see in the bin, even though it's the same colorway, depending on how they are wound, you can see how they play out a little bit more. Okay, now I have to go check out what this orphan cake is here on the back wall with the accessories. And as far as I know, Groovy Cloud is another new yarn in the Caron Cakes line. Oh, that's a cloud. What is this? groovy cloud. Not just any cloud, it's a groovy cloud. And groovy colors even. And although very soft, it also is very polyester feeling to me. Kind of like some of those blanket type of yarns. But I like that it's not a bulky yarn, making it more versatile. In this visit, I didn't intend to be a full tour of the Michaels yarn department, just focusing on the new, but wow, I thought I'd give you just a little glance on that because I am seeing more yarn in general. One of my favorites, the Caron Blossom Cakes. No new colors now. I think they come out with those in the spring, and besides, they have such a good range selection anyway. Here are some fun new colors in the Caron Skinny Cakes. Those are different, branching out a bit. That's always nice to see. Has anyone tried the Caron Funfetti? I'm curious your take on it. The colors are so pretty and the flecks are interesting, but they're kind of blobby, and I don't know, it looks like it could be extremely fiddly and maybe frustrating to work with. And most of the empty shelves here belong to the Skinny Cakes, except for the bottom where those Smash Cakes go. And here we are, a couple of other colors. Ooh, that one is pretty. It's called Jelly Filled. I believe it is a bulky weight. Over on the next aisle, another new one for Caron, Macchiato Cakes. That feels like a wool blend. It's pretty soft. At first I wasn't sure if I would like the feel of that. Nourish. And this is, yes, 80 acrylic, 20 wool, number 5 weight. Oh, so this is a bit of a roving. In a nice way. I like that. These are, ooh, that's a pretty one. You know, I'm gonna like those colors too, huh? Oh, that's pretty. Oh, wow. They did well. Caron, you done good with those this year. Here are the Cloud Cakes. I guess that one was in the wrong spot. New Latte Cakes colors. Oh, I sure like this one on the right going into fall. Such pretty color combinations. Petting it. Hello, friend. Wow, these gradient cloud cakes of Caron's are so pretty. They look like new colors to me too. Gorgeous gradient with the concentration in the center, then blooming out or in, whichever way you work it. Very nicely done. And here we are. I was going to say this is the last aisle, but wait, there's more. A whole other aisle is back. Okay, so I have to check this one out. So they expanded again. Okay, added back in an aisle. It used to be on both sides, but hey, we'll take it, right? Any addition is a good thing. What is this? This new Lux Merino. No, that's not new. It feels okay. Not so luxe to my touch. Well, that was a really nice surprise today, seeing all yarn 30% off, and with a military or teacher discount, you get an additional 15% off on their regular sales. Not with a coupon, but on just their regular sale items. And look here, Lion Brand 24/7 mercerized cotton. I love this yarn. That one of my favorites. That's terracotta. Pretty much know all the names now. I've used it so much, but it's great for certain projects, market bags, and my summer warm weather baseball cap hats. Even though we're going into fall, the link for that is also below. And this is their in-house brand loops and threads. Heathered Bamboo came out in the early spring this year. I absolutely fell in love with it. Such a range of beautiful colors, from brighter to softer, neutral, 2 greens, 2 blues, beautiful yellow, and it feels really, really nice to the touch on your skin. And over here in the aisle, there's a couple of bins going down the center, And the macchiato cakes are over here too. And the more I look at them and touch them, the more I am really liking them. All right, so this, yeah, there we go. Different color, another green too, and then that orange and greeny one. And then there's a lot of blanket yarn over here as well. Oh, no kidding. Even more macchiato cakes. Woohoo, look at that colorway. That'll light up in the dark, and I think it is a neon pink. That's a fun one too, kind of fiery looking. A really pretty blue and green combination. And here's a quick little glance at the aisles in the yarn department. And it's just so clean and well organized. It's nice to see a lot of backstock inventory on the very top shelves in the aisles and the top shelf along the back wall too. Very colorful and inspiring. And while we're here, let's take a quick look at the newly expanded fabric department with a really colorful display that faces the aisle and all those Coats and Clark's thread. And here's just one aisle, or the one side of the aisle, of fabric. And there's a range of prints and themes. There's a lot of different ones from the Peanuts cartoon, you know, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Lucy, and so forth. Not a lot of solids to work back to any of these, but it's definitely more than what they had before, possibly about 4 times than what they started with. I did spot a couple of really pretty batiks, but at first touch, I don't know, this one, it felt stiff, and maybe it was the coloring. And then I spotted the one above. I love batiks, one of my favorite types of prints. My eye goes straight to them. And this one does have a much nicer hand to it, and feels softer and more drapey too. Oh, and there is, even though not a lot of solids, there is a range with the space that they put them in, so that is good. And then they have a little bit of the tulle tutus and outer layers with. I don't know about you, but that stuff just makes my skin crawl touching it. But it's so cute, and seeing them on the little girl dresses too. So yeah, there you go, the fabric department. And then Michael's Mind does, they have a lot of floss. And then just a quick glance at the back wall with the length of it. They have a lot of different accessories, even some zippers now too. So this is new, and it's good to see they have a few more colors besides the neutrals. They have the regular and invisible type of zippers, a few looms and crochet, knitting accessories, and all that good stuff. Okay, my crafting and fiber friends, that is it for today. I hope you enjoy this little tour, see what's new at my Michael's. And I also hope to see you in my next episode, where we can have a little time out enjoying yarny things together. Take good care, everyone.